What's up everyone, how you doing? BlueNerd here and welcome my friends to our Minecraft medieval castle tutorial. So guys, this is gonna be part 1 of the castle build tutorial series and I'm super looking forward to this. Before we get started, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you for all of the support in the video asking about whether we should build this as a tutorial. You guys went crazy in the comments and you guys liked the video so much, so thank you so much for all the support guys. I'm super hyped for this series. I cannot wait to get started. But like I said guys, this is going to be done over the course of several episodes because we could not build this one castle in one video. It would just be way too much in one go. So we're going to break it down a little bit step by step. And today we're going to start by coming over here and we're going to be building the main gate. Now also guys, I just wanted to say, because a lot of you were voting about whether you wanted me to do a symmetrical version or the non-symmetrical version. So you guys went crazy and said you love it as it is non-symmetrical. You wanted me to keep it this way. So I think 99% of you guys all said to keep it asymmetrical. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm super happy about that. That's what I wanted to do anyway, but I thought I'd just ask you guys just in case some of you wanted it a bit more symmetrical. So we're going to go with this design guys, and like I say, today we're going to start with the gate. So we're going to be building up the gate today. We'll probably work on the front part of the walls in the next episode, then probably the tower in the next one, and so forth. We'll move on around the castle. But for today we're going to keep it simple with the gate. We'll get the gate in place. Get it all kind of set out the way we need to get it set up for starting, and we'll work from there. So guys, with that being said, let's take a look at what we're going to need to build this. Okay, for this build, we're going to be using stone bricks, cracked stone brick stairs and slabs, some stone blocks, some lanterns, some glass panes of your choice. I'm going to be using the light grey stain versions. We're going to be using some dark oak planks, slabs, stairs, buttons and fences. We're going to be using some iron bars, some nether brick fences, some mossy cobblestone and normal cobblestone, some cobblestone walls and some spruce logs. And with that being said guys, let's get building. Okay, so here is a quick layout of the floor plan. Now guys, I'm not going to go over all the numbers around the entire castle for today because that would be impossible to get it all on screen in an understandable format for you guys. So we're going to cover it all as we go along as we build the castle. Today we're only going to be focusing on the gate, the main gate at the front. But for the whole castle, you're going to need a 64 block wide by 58 block long gap to build this. And that is just going to be for the base castle. This won't include anything that if we decide to extend later on, it won't be covering any space added for that. So keep that in mind if you plan on following along for any expansions that we do later on. But for now, we're going to start with the base castle and we're going to be starting with the gate. And I'll be giving you all of the numbers you need for building as we go along. So, with that being said guys, let's build this. Okay guys, we're going to start with the two towers together. We're going to kind of work with them together. So, first of all, we're going to work where the gate is going to be. Now, as you can see, I've got these droppers in the ground here facing upward. And this is basically where the gate is going to be. And it just looks like a bit of a locking mechanism where the gate will drop down into. Now, this is optional. You guys haven't got to include this. But it does make the gate look pretty nice, I must say. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go 1, 2, 3 stone bricks like this. Then into the ground, you want 5 hoppers if you do want this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's going to be a 5 block gap. And then on this side here, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now this is the gateway into the castle. Now for the towers here, they're pretty simple. At the bottom, we've got 3 there. Then we're going to go 1 here. Then 1, 2, 3. Then 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and 1. Okay, so it's like a kind of circular kind of shape. And we're going to do exactly the same over here. So again, we're going to go diagonally down, 1, then 1, 2, 3, then go diagonally up to this one. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, diagonally up and across, then 1, 2, 3, and then diagonally down here. And again, you'll have another circular shape just like this. Now just keep in mind guys, there is a 5 block gap between these, okay? It's very important that you stick to this 5 block gap so that you get the gateway fitting in exactly the same. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to raise these blocks here until they are 19 blocks high. So we already have 1 there, so we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, and we're going to raise every block on both of these two towers until they are 19 blocks in height. Okay, now the towers are in place, let's go ahead and get our windows in. So we're going to start with the right hand tower here, and we're going to come to the bottom, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and on the 11th block there we just want to break it. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then break the 5th one. Okay, just like this. And we're going to do exactly the same over here. So break the 11th block, then leave a 4 block gap and break the 5th one. Then once you've done that, go ahead and get your stairs and place a normal one at the bottom with an upside down one at the top. And go ahead and do this on all 4 of these windows. Once you've done that, go ahead and get your stairs, and where your bottom stair is here, we're going to place an upside down one on this block just underneath, okay? Do the same on this window, and again the same on this side. So there's the stair, upside down one on that block. There's the stair, upside down one on that block. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the actual gate, and we're going to come over to the center here. And right here where we've got these droppers in the center, we're going to come to the front block here, and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place a block on that 6th one and bring it all the way across like so. And then go ahead and stick another row across the top. Then we're going to grab our stairs, and on this 5 block gap in the center, we're going to come up to here and go 1, 2, and 3 with a 1 block gap in between all of them. Go ahead, get your stone bricks and place a block on top of them like this, and then place a stair just in front of them like that. Then in line with that one at the back there, we're going to place an upside down stair like this, and on top of it we're going to place a full block with a stair on the front of it upside down like this. Now go ahead and get your spruce logs, and where we got the sticking out bit, we want to place one standing up behind at the back, and then one facing forward like this. Okay, now grab your stone bricks again, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right on top of that upside down stair, and then the same on this one. We're going to go 5 blocks on top, 5 blocks on top of this one, and 5 blocks on top of this one. Okay, so we should have something that looks a bit like this. And now we're going to go ahead and get our stone brick stairs. Place one on top of the logs, and then an upside down one at the very top of these gaps. Okay, make sure you don't accidentally stick it in here, okay, in this little gap. You don't want to put none in there, okay, because this is going to be like a little protruding section that pops out at the front here. And if you do that, it's going to just look a little bit funny. So make sure you only put it in these 3 gaps for the windows. Now, while we're here, guys, let's go ahead and get our glass panes, and I'm going to place 1 in each of these ones. I'm also going to place 1 in each of these gaps here. And then in these gaps, we should have 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we should have 3 windows on this centerpiece, and then 2 on each of our towers. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get our stone brick stairs again. And on this beam underneath, we're going to place 1 on that side and 1 on that side, just to create a little bit of an archway here. Okay. Okay, now we're going to add a bit of thickness down to the bottom of these towers down here. So first of all, let's come up to the main gate here. We're going to go ahead and place 1 block down the bottom here and 1 down here. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 in this gap here. And the same on this side. 4 blocks like so. Then we're going to come diagonally over to these 3 here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to raise them until they are 3 blocks high. And then go 1 there and 1 there. Okay. So the 2 sides here will be 4 blocks. And this is 3 blocks. And then round the side here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on this side here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we're going to stop there because the wall is going to be the next block behind here. So we don't need to continue this pattern and build extra. Then we're going to do the same over here. So we've already done this corner once. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3 in the middle. Put 4 in this corner. 4 in this corner. And then 4 on this one here. And then at the front, we're literally going to go ahead and go a stair on top of these little ones down here. And then we're going to go a stair on each of these ones here. Leave these 2 here for the moment. And we're going to turn to the side and do it like that. Okay. So they curve out. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then again, we're going to turn from this side and face those 2 inwards like so. So you should now have something that looks a bit like this. Okay, and that adds a lot of shape to the build. Now the next step is going to be working the opposite side. So we're going to come round to the back here and we're going to basically repeat what we've done on this side. So we're going to go ahead and we'll start by coming up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's bring a beam all the way across. On top of that, we're going to place another beam like this. Then we're going to grab our stairs. Let's place an upside down one there and an upside down one there. Then we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to place a full block on top of that. Then we're going to place a stair in front of those blocks. And one behind them at the back there. Like that. Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to place a full block on top of them ones. With a stair sticking out again, like so. Grab your spruce logs, place 1 in line with those full blocks, like this, and then 1 sticking forward, like this. Okay, back to the stone bricks, and we're going to place 1 on this corner here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do the same one here, raising it by 5, and again on this stair and this stair. Okay, and then we're going to just grab our stone brick stairs. We're going to place 1 on each of these logs and then an upside down one at the very top, just like so. Okay, and then let's go ahead and put in our glass panes. Now this part of the castle towers on here will blend into some parts of the castle. So we're not going to bother putting any windows on this side here. And we're not going to bother extending the wall at the bottom here. We may do it later on, but we're going to wait until we get everything else all in place before we start adding in any sort of thickness around the bottom here. Now, let's go ahead and work on the tops of these towers. Now, these are not too tricky. They're pretty simple, really. We're going to start by placing an upside down stair on these 2. Okay, and then we're going to place 1 behind it like this. Then on this side, we basically repeat the pattern. So upside down stair there, then 1 there and there. This side, exactly the same. Upside down stair there, there, and there. And then this side, 1 there, and then 1 there and 1 there. And then we're going to go ahead and just put a slab in the center like this. Okay. Now, we're going to go ahead at the very front here. We're going to go 2 like this. And then on this side here, 2 on the corners, 2 on the corners, 2 on the corners. Okay, so you should have something that looks a bit like that. Now, we're going to go ahead and do the same over on this side. So again, 2 and then 2. Round to this side, we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then the same around the back. And same around this side. And then of course we're going to place our slab in the center, with a slab on the upside down stairs at the front of each part. So like this. Okay, now we're going to start getting in the roofs. So these are actually a pretty simple design. So where we have these two little sticking up slabs here, we're going to just come behind it like this, and we're going to place 3 dark oak planks just behind them. Okay, do the same on this side, same at the back, and same on this side here as well. Okay, then we're going to place 1 in the center like this. Okay, and then we're going to go and place 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. Now, where we actually have the 2 at the sides here, we're going to place 1 here and 1 here, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1 like this. Okay, so we kind of have curved right around the edge of this one. Okay, and we're going to do exactly the same on the other sides. So let's put 1 at that side, 1 there, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1. 1 there, 1 there, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1. And again, in the center, guys, place 1 in the center of these 3 like this. Okay. Okay, this time we're going to go 1, 2, 3 on this side. 1, 2, 3, and 1 in the center. 1, 2, 3, and then 1. 1, 2, 3, and 1. And then finally 1 just there. Okay. And again, we're going to place 1 in the middle at each side like this. And we're going to actually raise that by, again, another 1. And in fact, I think we're going to raise 1 more on here like this. Then place 1 in the center, and then 1, 2, and I think we just go for 3. Yeah, that looks good. Now, we're going to get our stairs. And what we're going to do here is on each side, we're going to go a stair facing inwards to the centerpiece like this, and then 1 on top like that. Okay, so again, we're going to go up, stair, stair, and then a stair facing that way. This one here, stair, stair, and then a stair facing that way. Okay, and then we're going to do that on all 4 sides again. Okay, exactly the same pattern. So making sure that they face inwards towards the centerpiece that sticks up. Okay. Just like this. And now, once you get to this level, guys, at the back here, you see we've got these 2 stairs here. We can't do one for this side because it's like that. So what we can do is here, and then opposite side here is going to just be repeated the same as it is here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And then at the top here, we've got our stair there. Okay? Then again, onto this side here, just repeat the same pattern, guys. So the stairs at the sides, and then 1 on top. And then here is already done at the sides, so we're going to go 1 on top. And then finally on this side here, we're just going to go side, and then 1 in the center, side, side, and the center. These 2 I've already done on the sides, and then 1 at the center. Now, for the very top of this, all we're going to do here is get ourselves some dark oak fence and some iron bars. And we're going to go 1, 2 fences. Or should we do 3? We'll do 3. We'll do 3. 3 fences, and then 1, 2 iron bars. Okay. So it should look something a bit like this. Now, of course, guys, you can change it up if you only want to put 2 fences or so. It's entirely up to you. Then we're going to go ahead and get our dark oak planks again, and we're going to repeat exactly what we've done on this side over to this side, okay? So guys, if you need to rewind the video so that you can follow the steps again, go ahead and do so. But I'm going to quickly go ahead and just do the same on this side. Okay guys, now once that's all in place, let's just go ahead and grab our slabs. And what I'm going to do on these little corner ones here, just go ahead and put in a slab, just like this. Okay, just all the way around, just on this little single block here, little slab. All the way around. Oops, that one was already a slab. Okay, just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and get our cobblestone wall, so let's grab that. And what we're going to do here is every gap that doesn't have the slab, we're going to place it on. So one in the center here, two at the sides, one in the center. Two at these sides, one in the center, two, one in the center, and two. Okay, and then do the same over here on this one here. So all on the upside down stairs. Just like that. Now, I think these roofs are slightly taller than the ones I've done in my other castle. So if you want to make it the same height, all you would need to actually do, guys, is this one here, we actually made it 3 high from this point here. So if you wanted to, you could bring it down like this by 1 block, breaking that 1 block. So you're just basically moving that stair down by 1, something like that. And then this side here, again, we would go something like this. Break this one. We'd have to put the fence on here. Break that fence, break the iron bar, and then the iron bar would just be placed in there. And I think that is about level. That's the same. Yep, that's the same. Let's come down here. Yeah, that's better. That's more like it. I do apologize there, guys. That was a slight mess up there. I did go up slightly taller than I did previously. So it's only that very top one. So not the one here at the center. Okay, just one down. So these ones here. So these only need to be 2 high. Okay, not 3. So I hope that makes sense, guys. And I do apologize for that little mess up. Now we're going to go ahead and get our dark oak stairs. And we're going to start putting in the roof on this little piece here. Which is pretty simple. What we're going to actually do is we're going to actually grab some 4 blocks and we're going to just put 1 row of blocks across the top of this side. And then round the back here, we're going to put 1 row of blocks across the top here. Then we're going to grab our dark oak stairs. And from the front here, we're at the front of it, we're going to just go like this all the way across with our stairs. And then we're going to curve them on the corner here. So place 1 in there and then 1 there. So that it curves around that corner. Do the same over this side. Just like so. And then, of course, we're going to repeat exactly the same on the back here. So let's just go all the way across the very top here with those. And then 2 stairs like that, wrapping them around that corner. And then 1 there and 1 there again. Perfect. Then, on top of these blocks at the top here, we're going to go ahead and put in some stairs like this. And, of course, whatever you do on one side, we're going to repeat on the opposite side like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a 4 block rather, into the corners here, just to make them a little bit more solid here, just like so. Then we're going to just go ahead and put a stair on top of those, like that, and then just place some in between and join them up. Do the same on here, so 1 on there, 1 on there, and then we can just join those together. Then we're going to step it up, come 1 up again with the stairs and just bring it all the way across here. And again, this side, we're going to just bring it all the way across by there. Now, in the center here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a row of planks in there and then a bunch of slabs on top like this. Okay, that's looking really good. Now, this is most of the work all in place. All we need to do now is we need to, first of all, go ahead and texturize all of the build and put all of the textures in and stuff like that. Then we're going to get ourselves some dark oak buttons. So let me get some dark oak buttons. And we're going to place them on front of those little logs. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And we can also go around to the back. And we can go ahead and place in 1, 2, and 3. Just like this. Okay. Now guys, I know the back of these don't look particularly detailed, but we got the walls here that we're going to be building into the castle, and they're going to connect to this. So that's where we're going to go ahead and add in the detail. And if the roofs of them don't come up too high, we can put windows in a bit later on. But I don't want to build things on here unnecessarily in case we don't end up doing it later on. So we're going to just keep to it and see how it goes as the castle kind of progresses. So let's go back round to the front here. And now, when it comes to texturizing, guys, I try to keep the blocks that kind of have a very similar color tone. I don't like changing colors, so I don't like going into darker blocks, into lighter blocks. It's not the way that I really build. So what I like to do is find blocks that kind of match. So for me, with the textures we have, we've got the stone bricks. So to match that, we've got stone, cobblestone, mossy cobblestone, and then we've got some normal bricks, which we already have. So we're going to go ahead and replace those for some cracked bricks. Now, I'm not really keen on the mossy stone bricks, so I'm not going to add those into this one. I think really if we're going to use mossy, it works better with the cobblestone. So we're going to go with those. But other than that, guys, if you wanted to mix in more, there are always plenty of other choices. For instance, andesite, you could use that. Diorite if you wanted to, or the polished versions. It's entirely up to you. But I like to stick to just a few blocks. I don't like to kind of make it too busy. You don't want the pattern being too crazy. You just want a few matching blocks that blend in nicely. And then all we're going to do here, guys, is we'll start with one. So we're going to start with a cobblestone. And it's just a matter of really just mixing in a few of them here and there. So I don't really tend to put more than sort of 2 or 3 in a row. And I'll make little clumps like this, okay? So they blend in nicely there. And then we could make another different shape over here. Maybe something like this, okay? And then just randomly just add a few in wherever you feel that they kind of just look right. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. And every time you do it, it's going to probably look different. So go around, add in as many or as little cobblestone blocks as you want, until you feel that you've got a nice kind of pattern or something that kind of looks pretty good. Okay, something like this down the bottom, and we will do that all the way to the top. Even across these windows here, you want to come in here and just maybe replace a couple there. Place one up here. Maybe one in here and one about there. Make it look random. See how I don't use the same lines? So this one's here, this one's down over this side, this one pops in here, there's one here. So the pattern looks different. This is what creates a nice natural effect, and this is what you want to go with. So go ahead, do that with your cobblestone first of all. Now the mossy cobblestone, we work a little bit different. Here, I only like to put the cobblestone into places where you think that water might gather, so little grooves. So for instance, I might want to put a couple of cobblestone down at the bottom here because, you know, water tends to gather near the bottom of a build. We also have some little grooves, so sometimes in places like this, you might get a bit of moss just build up in a small patch. Over here, you might get some in this little groove here, maybe even up towards the corner here where the roof is. Yeah, like so. But try to keep the mossy cobblestone sort of minimal. Not too much, enough so that it gets seen, but not too much that it takes control of the build. Okay, because you don't want too much of this. But it's just like a little kind of highlight here and there that makes it just look a little bit more worn. You know, maybe in here. Possibly even down at the bottom here. Something kind of like that. Okay, and just kind of go with whatever you feel on this one. Again, guys, like I say, just do not go too crazy because it might just look a little bit too much. So we're going, I think, a couple more. Something like that. And I think that's probably good with the mossy cobblestone. I don't really want to do anything more than that. And then we've got our normal stone blocks. So again, we'll go in amongst where we've already placed a few. And we'll just go ahead and dot in a few of these. Not too many. You can run them down in the ground here so that when you get your pathways, you don't see the dirt underneath. And then just dot them about, guys, wherever you feel, you know, that you need a little kind of break in between the colors. Something like this. Now the stone, I only tend to place this in like blocks of 1 or 2. Nothing too crazy. Sometimes you get a pattern like this. If you do and you don't like it, change it up with a cracked stone brick. So again, we're going to switch into a couple of crackstone bricks. Not too many crackstone bricks. And I think the crackstone bricks tend to look better when you put them in on their own. Don't put like a row of them because it kind of looks a bit funny. They look alright if you place them diagonally like this. I think that looks okay. But don't put too many of them together because it does look a little bit strange otherwise. So just place in a few of these. And again, just go sparing with these ones, guys, because I don't think there's a need for loads of crackstone bricks. So something kind of like this. And again, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to extend some of the cobblestone in here. I think cobblestone would be the one I would use more than any of the other blocks for the textures. Just because I think it works best as a sort of subtexture to the stone bricks. And it just kind of looks like bits of the wall have worn away, you know, over time as the castles got old. It's just kind of added a little bit of kind of worn down textures to it. So go ahead, guys, and add in a load of this as you please. You know, this is your castle, so place these blocks wherever you want. Place as few or as many as you like. There is no particular amount, just until you feel that it looks right. You know, but like I said, if you want to keep it clean and you like the design, keep being nice and clean, go ahead and just stick with just the stone bricks. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to give the castle a little bit of character and try and make it feel like it's slightly worn down. You know, like if the castle's a little bit old. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, add a few more of these in. And I'll catch you once I've done all of the rest of this. And yeah, then we can go ahead and finish up this build. Okay, guys, once you're done, you should have something that kind of resembles a kind of old or worn down castle effect. Something kind of like this. And I'm pretty happy with the way this looks. I think it looks really nice. It's got that slight worn down effect. So it looks like over the years the castle has been a little bit patched up. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Now, we just got a couple more things to do. So the first thing we're going to do is come over to the actual gateway here. And if we look up here, we've got a big gap in the center here. So we're just going to climb up into this gap. And we're just going to make this look a little bit nicer. So first of all, we're going to just break out the logs and planks in the center here. Do that on both sides. Just like that. We're then going to go ahead and fill up these corners with some blocks. So we'll do that with the stone bricks. Fill that all the way up. We'll do that the same on this side. Something like that. Then we're going to use the dark oak planks and we're going to put a row across this side and another row in front of it. Then we're going to do the same again down here. Just like this. And then go ahead and just run them all the way across. Leave one block so we can get down. Now there is going to be a doorway on this side at some point. I'm not exactly sure what block it's going to be. So for now we're just going to leave this at the height as it is. And what we'll do is we're going to jump down here. And then we can just jump up and go ahead and put another one in that gap. Then just go ahead, get your stone bricks, and you just want to cover up those dark oak planks on the inside here, like this. Now, for here, guys, I'm going to use the nether brick fences because they're black. But if you guys don't have black nether brick fences and they're red, then I would suggest using dark oak fences for this part here, just to make the gate. And all we're going to literally do is place one up at the very top like that, and then two more rows. So let's go ahead and do one, and then one more against that one, like so. And I think that looks pretty good. Now obviously if you wanted to and you wanted to make it so it's just a 2-block gap, you could always bring it further down to this point. It's entirely up to you. You can still get under it, so it's not a problem, but I just think that it looks nicer that 1 block higher. Okay guys, and that just about wraps up the tutorial. So this build series, guys, is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be breaking down into smaller parts for the build. So each part of the castle, we're going to just do a smaller tutorial that is easier for me to put together and easier for you guys to follow along. That way it makes the entire build series a little bit more fun and less to take in too much at once. Because there's going to be a lot of details in the castle and it's going to make it very hard to follow along if we try to do too much in one go. So I'm going to be uploading several episodes a week for this one to get the castle done, because I really want to get the entire tutorial out for you guys so that you can get this built in your worlds. So yeah, for today's tutorial, we're going to wrap it up just there. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to smash that like button. And if you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Just don't forget to hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. But for now, this is BlueNerd signing out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.